Okay, I'm back. Today I'm at Bay and College. Bay Street and College Street. We're gonna go north on Bay Street. It's gonna be a bit of a random walk. I'm gonna be following my nose in this one here, so let's start this thing. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Whew. Just tasted something nasty there. That sewer there was piping out some nasty smells. Okay, let's go. Bay Street, all uphill. Should be a nice relaxing one. Life in the city. Got 7 seconds to make this late. 4. Oh my God. I don't want to miss the lights. I hate standing around waiting for a light to change. Anyways, let's continue on. The running room. Right here. N15 Hair Salon. Right there. Seems like they have a lineup of people. They must be doing something good with the women's hair. All right. I'll have to keep that place in mind when I get my next haircut. Sleep Country. Yep. Life goes on. It's a pretty boring vibe that's happening. People are kind of lost. A lot of people have settled in to a life of no friends, very little family, a job they hate, no friends at work. Some people turn to dogs and cats. Some people just a little bit of alcohol and some pot. Some people walk around the city talking to a mic and a camera. Whoops. Yeah. And just to go along with no excitement. Nothing crazy happening. Right now in this city, our baseball team, the Toronto Blue Jays, they're taking a pretty good run at perhaps doing something great. But other than that, you know, nobody is really in a relationship anymore. The blahs. Some people are just packing up and leaving. Take a look at this. These stores here. Just packing up and leaving the city, leaving the province, leaving the country, looking for some kind of happiness. Because it's working hard just to make ends meet, just to pay your rent and buy expensive food, pay expensive car insurance, pay for expensive car repairs. You know, gone are the days when, you know, you had tons of friends, family around, a lot of laughter at come the end of a week, a lot of dating, meeting new people, trying new things. It's all kind of gone. Everyone's kind of loners. Look at all these condos here. A lot of people have these condos. A lot of them have big mortgages. By the time they work their 18 hours a day and come the weekend, they have no energy left. Can't even work on a relationship. No time. They have all kinds of toys. 60-inch TV, nice car, money in the bank, no one to share it with. Time just goes on. Tick, tick, tick as they get older. Wrinkles, gray hair. They realize after sacrificing and putting all their time and effort into some job, yeah, maybe to make a few bucks, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can make the bucks, but you can't enjoy the toys, the fruits of your labor. When you want to enjoy it, but you're tired. Don't even have that friend you can call up and talk. General conversation. From your car to world politics to, a nice restaurant, bouncing around. Everyone just kind of walks around with frowny face. Keep your head down, don't trust anybody. The phone rings, you don't answer it. The door knocks, you don't answer it. What have we become? Look at this. This is nuts. So nobody trusts anybody. Oh my. And as I said, time just goes tick, tick, tick. You ain't getting any younger. Nobody has a plan. Nobody knows where they're going. You see, once you lose your network of friends and family, that was half of new and interesting ideas. When you called up a friend and they said, oh, by the way, have you tried this? You didn't even know it exists, and it sounds like fun, and you tried. Those days are gone. Family reunions, what's that? A lot of the people who were born in the last 30 years don't even know who their father is. Just lost. Everyone's just wandering around. You'd be lucky to have just that one friend. You'd be lucky to have some close family members. Just keep to yourself. Just keep to yourself. Are you gonna die alone? No one's reproducing. No one's having kids. No one's living common law. No one's getting married. I see a lot on the internet now, which is really weird. That young guys are like punching out girls. You'll see like a parking lot, fight or discrepancy, and a woman comes flying out and she's yelling at him and he's yelling at her, and she pushes him and he just decks her. Boom. You see, my generation, I'm older, we were taught never hit a woman under no circumstances. Because like your body mass, your strength or whatever, just under no circumstances. But I guess the young girls have proven to guys they can do anything guys can do. So these young guys have no problem laying them out. All you see is like a discrepancy in front of a building in a parking lot somewhere, and she makes the mistake of pushing the guy, and he says, he punches her out. I told you not to touch me. Oh, you touched me first. I told you. And there's a lot of that on the internet. If you look at TikTok and Instagram, I'm like shocked. This is like flat out. These girls are knocked out. Anyways, that's what it's come down to. A lot of the younger guys look at the women as like dudes now. They don't look at them like, you gotta take care of them and treat them right and all that. No, you're just another dude. Crack. What the fuck? Anyways, as I said, it's shocking to me because my generation is like, you do not, and there's no circumstances like, hit a woman because, you can kill her. These younger guys, nope. These girls make a mistake of pushing these guys or slapping them in the face, and these guys, as hard as they can, belt. Boom! She's on her back. Passed out in a parking lot, and people just walking by, filming it, and not even helping. Anyways, that's what it's come down to. I don't think it's going to ever change. It's going to get worse. As I said, you'd be lucky to carry one friend for the rest of your life. Everyone is just growing apart, loners. Sometimes the answer is maybe to go to another country where it's still family first, and people are still kind to each other. Not here. Just a bunch of lonely single people walking around. No crowds and laughter. Do you hear any laughter as I walk by? It's nothing. No laughter. You go ask someone to tell you where a certain street is, you might get pepper sprayed. Or the person will just nod their head and run away. Everyone just kind of looks for a second and drops their head. When I go grocery shopping, people don't even want to look at each other, and they ram their carts into each other by accident because, nobody wants to look and maybe gesture, I'm going right now, or I'm going left. Nothing. Crack the carts. It's just unbelievable. And with home delivery, like Amazon and Uber Eats and all that fun stuff, you're gonna see in the future a lot of people don't even leave their apartment or condo. They'll work in their apartment and condo and have everything delivered there. They'll rarely ever leave, which means more people won't know how to socialize with people. You can see all kinds of mental illnesses coming out of that. I'm sure a lot of talk shows will be talking about people who haven't left their apartment or condo for 25 years. Everything's delivered there. Yeah. Question is, what happened? It happened over a period of time. I think we've hit rock bottom. We have hit rock bottom. And just single people walking around everywhere. Some with their heads in their phone. Some with just a bit of a frowny face. I don't know. The paranoia is gonna hit. Go to a store to buy something and salespeople run away. Everybody hates their job. Yeah. It's spreading throughout the world. There's only a few countries left that, it's family first and that kind of thing. But when you don't know people and we're all divided, when AI kicks in and when facial recognition kicks in and cameras all over the city, we're just going to be like robots. All the scams are going to happen. You have no one to talk to. No one's going to warn you about potential scams. By the way, we're going north and B. I'm just rambling on, people. Rambling on. The birth rate's going to go skyrocketing down. That's why there's so much heavy immigration in the Western world. And Japan and South Korea. They don't know what to do. The men and the women there don't really like each other. And no one's even having kids. Japan, it's upside down, that pyramid. It's like one kid for every 2 point something adults. So the pyramid's already upside down. Oh, that's Pan area. It's gonna be like that here. And it's gonna be like that. The country's already changed and people don't really want to admit it, but it has. and it ain't gonna change back. You know? So, cherish a few people that are in your life. Maybe try and build a relationship again with them. Try and get closer to any family members that you have left. You'll need them in the back end because nobody's having kids or grandkids to help them. And most people will not have the money to take care of them when they're older, to buy the necessary needs. We're at Bloor and Bay. Bloor and Bay. Downtown. Yep. You're gonna see a lot more homeless. A lot more homeless. So, I don't want to say it's gonna get to the point where it's every man and woman for themselves, but it's pretty well almost there. See anybody happy or smiling? Just frowny faces. The odd person, you know, with a person beside them, but just loners. Just loners. Anyways, right over there. See if I can zoom in. Cumberland Terrace, they're closed down. That place was just a urine smelling nasty little place before it closed down. And what's this place? Hasukado? I don't know what that is, but anyways, more condos going up with people living by themselves. We're gonna go on the Bay subway and go home because this walk is pretty well over. So please like and subscribe, and I'll make more vids when I get a chance. Thanks for coming along this walk.